Here's Jamie McLennan. Jamie, you speak with these guys a lot. What are they up to while they wait right now?
Well, Gino, I spoke to a couple current players over the weekend, and basically it's the same mindset. They're treating this like it's late August, where you're ramping things up physically and mentally for training camp and for the regular season. Because let's be honest, I know the target date is January 13th, but even if it's pushed back 1 week, you know that they're playing, and the guys have to be at top shape physically and mentally heading into that. So right now it's been a little bit of a lull, and you want the schedule to be set. You want a definitive date and an absolute yes, this is going to happen and we're playing on this date and that date. But ultimately, respectfully, also the guys are back in their cities, they're quarantining, they're going through the process. So it's just about getting things hammered out from a business perspective, and then they can go and play, relax and play January 13th, and it'll be game on for 48 to 56 games. I
want to follow up on that just briefly. How long does it take a player and a goaltender to ramp things up after you've been away from the game? For some of these, 7 of the teams, they haven't played since last March. How long does it take to get back on track?
I think it's a couple weeks. Guys are in fantastic shape nowadays, Gino. So it's not really about your win shape, the physicality of it. It's more about the mental, the timing, the positioning, all that type of stuff. And it'll be a lot more difficult for a goaltender who's not going to have 3 or 4 exhibition games to work on their timing and go through the process of the cadence of getting ready for the game. You're going to be right into it. So it'll be very difficult, a lot more difficult for goaltenders, but the players, just like the bubble, they settled in and did a terrific job.
Everything seems to come back to the goaltender. So let me follow up on that. One of your former teams and former teammates, Roberto Luongo, has started a program with the Panthers calling it Goaltending Excellence Department. What's the plan, and what do you think of it?
I think this is an amazing idea, and there are teams that have executed this behind the scenes, but this is the first public one that we're seeing. And believe me, goaltending is the most important job in hockey, and you only notice it when you don't have it. So I think this is a fantastic situation for the Florida Panthers. And there's no secret, Bill Zito, the general manager, he had a little bit like that in Columbus. He was a big part of it, and they were drafting and developing goaltenders there, to the point where they were able to let Bobrovsky go because you had Elvis, you had Korpisalo, you had Tarasov coming. So Florida, all they're doing is creating a pipeline. And it's not just about the National Hockey League. It's drafting, developing, and it's having good goaltender eyes throughout the world to help their organization get better, so you don't have to go and spend $10 million on an unrestricted free agent goaltender. So that's the ironic part, is you've got a $10 million goaltender in Bobrovsky there. This is more about the future and the now for the Florida Panthers.